My most recent memories of Ilse are with my kids, her two great-granddaughters, her first and only great-granddaughters. It was important to my husband and me for my girls to meet Ilse, even though she was already pretty far advanced in her sickness. We knew Ilse would not remember being with us, but we still felt it was worthwhile to fly our kids out there. Sammy, our 6-year-old, met Ilse when she was 3. We'd explained to Sammy in advance that her brain didn't keep things inside like our brains do, just to prepare her, and that she was very, very old and quite sick. So Sammy was a bit nervous to meet her, didn't really know what to expect, and so she brought her most prized possession, her baby bear. I don't know if any of you have ever met Sammy, but she's always holding that baby bear, especially in nervous situations. The animal's usually not allowed to leave the house. We made a special exception for baby bear that day. Sammy went straight up to Ilse in her wheelchair at the nursing home and handed her baby bear, hoping to make Ilse feel better. I've never seen Sammy give baby bear to anyone. Sammy seemed very proud to share baby bear with this frail woman in a wheelchair, since in Sammy's words, she was Granny's mommy. She was always Granny's mommy. Ilse seemed to respond to her, smiled and said, "This is very nice quality." Baby bear is very soft. I don't think they had that kind of synthetic softness back then, but she thought it was most likely couture. Even though it was hard to find Ilse inside of her the last 10+ years, there were always remnants that came out. Deborah, our aunt, Stephen's wife, always commented on Ilse's politeness even till the last year. Please and thank you after everything. Our other little one, Alex, also met Ilse about 1.5 years ago. She was about 2.5 years old, and she was handing her Toblerone chocolates, and Alex still remembers to this day Ilse equals chocolate, because she would hand Ilse a piece, and she would hand herself a piece, and she would hand Ilse a piece. So that's how Alex remembers her great-grandma. Ilse left a large imprint on my personality. She was, as everybody has said today, elegant, sophisticated, and caring in her own way. She wasn't the cuddly grandma that baked cookies for you after school, but she had her own way of showing that she cared about us and took care of Anna and me for many years, almost every single day. Ilse and I also shared a connected room, not necessarily the thing you want when you're a teenager, sharing with your grandma, but my greatest memories of connecting that room with her is her very, very ugly orange comforter, the big orange flowers. She wore the most ugly pink pajamas every night with these huge slippers. She always smelled great. Every single night she'd use this very expensive European lotion. I still don't know what the Lancome, maybe it wasn't that expensive. Every single night though, and she always took such good care of her face and her body and her whole being. And those are my memories of her from high school. She taught me a lot about education. I think that's why all three of her granddaughters pushed so far in education. Wisdom and quality. As I taught my daughter yesterday when I was telling her about Ilse, I said, why have 10 sweaters when you can have one nice one? My daughter came back and said, why not just have 10 nice ones? I know how Ilse would have taught her. I also remember her later years, both Anna and me always taking her for errands in Evanston. Anna worked in Evanston, and I would come back and take her around Hinman Avenue to walk around up and down the streets. She'll always infuse a bit of European sophistication into my very American life. So, good memories.